Right now is the race for the U.S. Senate. Senator Sherrod Brown, the winner in that particular race. We want to head down to Columbus, where the senator is taking the stage as we speak.
Thank you. This not very pretty voice is getting a little worn out today. Today, in Ohio, in the middle of America, the middle class won. Again. Only a year ago, we gathered to celebrate the defeat of Issue 2, which was an undisguised assault on the middle class. Just like this fall, we fought back against secretive, out-of-state forces that wanted to impose their will upon our state. But that's nothing new. Citizens United might be a new name dressed up in an expensive 21st century suit, but it's an old story where a few people, a few very, very rich people, wanted to rig the system for themselves. At the turn of the last century, Mark Hanna, the Ohio Republican boss and U.S. Senator, said there are two things that are important in politics. The first is money, and then he said, I can't remember what the second one was. Back then, our ancestors had an answer for Boss Hanna. It was the canary in the coal mine. You know the story of the canary in a coal mine. The mine workers took the canary down in the mines. The mine worker was on his own. He had no union strong enough to protect him 100 years ago, and had no government that cared enough to protect him 100 years ago. Progressive forces in our nation, people like Dorothy Day and the brothers Ruther and Lincoln Steffens and W.E.B. Du Bois, fought for a land of opportunity. At the beginning of this speech, I said the middle class won today. The middle class is not just the economic middle of this country. Most of us in this country think of ourselves as middle class. It's the values we share. It's the principles we believe in. It's the opportunities we create for our children. It's the hard work we do every day. It's the businesses we build. This race was never really about my opponent or me. It was about the veteran. Thank you. This race was never about me or my opponent. It was about the veteran in Columbus. It was about the waitress in Waverly. It was about the steel worker in Yorkville, the auto parts worker in Lima, the small businessman in Marietta, the farmer in Waldo. Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap things up on the NewsNet 5 side of things for our behind-the-scenes webcast. Be sure to stay with NewsNet5.com. We'll be going back to Columbus and hearing the rest of what Sherrod Brown has to say. And stay tuned for News Channel 5 tonight at 11. Complete reports all across Northeast Ohio, not only on the Senate race, the presidential race, the Renee C. Sutton race. A lot of key results still coming in. Keep it right here. Thank you for joining us.
This race was about the resurgence in Ohio manufacturing. The workers and managers from Navistar in Springfield, Airbus in Columbus, Cooper Tire in Findlay, all adding jobs in our state. It's about building trades members in Columbus and Dayton. It was about 300 electricians building a new assembly plant in the Jeep. You want to do it? Where's Connie? You want to do it?
Thank you. Let's see if we can get this. Can you hear me now? The race was about the resurgence in Ohio manufacturing. The workers and managers from Navistar in Springfield, Airbus in Columbus, Cooper Tire in Findlay, all adding jobs in Ohio. I can't believe I'm reading somebody else's writing. Okay. But not just anybody. It's about building trades members in Columbus and Dayton, raising steel, pouring concrete, and laying pipe in Ohio. It's about the 300 electricians building a new assembly line in the Jeep plant. That would be the Jeep plant in Toledo. That would be the Jeep plant in Ohio. That would be the Jeep plant in the United States of America. And it's about the Chevy Cruze, Ohio's comeback story. I can't do it. The aluminum is made in Cleveland. The transmission is made in Toledo. The engine is made in Defiance. What? The airbag is made in Brunswick. The seat frames are made in Lorraine. The seats are made of Lorraine. And Warren, you get the idea. The sound system is made in Springboro, yes. And 4,500 workers in Lordstown work around the clock to build and assemble that car. And then the Teamsters haul those cars all across America. Since the auto rescue took hold, Ohio's unemployment rate has gone from 10.6% to 7%. But it's not just the auto rescue that helped bring Ohio back. It's Lilly Ledbetter in equal pay for women. That was the first law signed by President Barack Obama. It's the special program we passed to put middle-aged veterans back to work. It's ending the war in Iraq. And it's repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And it's Obamacare.